Alright, y'all, time for litter check-ins. I'll probably post this later, just so I can get to bed sooner, because I have to wake up slightly earlier than normal for tomorrow. But here are the beans. I culled down by one female for this litter, since everybody's looking pretty good. She was the worst pigment, and I needed to get this litter down to 4 for each mom. They weren't looking terrible, but it just makes sense, especially since she had the worst pigment. And we want pigment to be especially good for this line. So now we've got 3 males, 5 females, all looking very solid as far as pigment goes. As you can see, compared to my hand, they're getting quite large. At Pinky age, just about a week ago, if you guys remember, they were like the size of this first part of my finger, maybe even slightly smaller. And now, they're getting long. And they're getting better at standing, holding themselves up, exploring. Yeah, you're getting so good. Alright, litters 3 and 4, the teddy bear line, checking them all out. This little lady, the one that I said I thought interesting things might be happening, I'm like 90% positive now that the interesting things are in fact happening. And mouse breeders out there might be able to tell what I am talking about. I will say for sure whether or not it is the case tomorrow. But in the meantime, besides coat color, both these gals are pied. And both of them are Texel. The only difference is that one is blue and one is a Goody. But I don't know if you can see the difference in the fur on this lady and the way that it's behaving in the light. Yeah, I think something fun's happening with you. I'm excited for tomorrow when you're first grown just a little bit more and we can tell for sure. But I'm pretty positive I've seen this before. Okay, besides that cute little lady, these girls are definitely both blue Goody. This lady is like, very much so. She's very warm. The thing about blue agouti is that it is very variable, as are many genes. Agouti in general is pretty variable. So we've got a much warmer toned lady and a much cooler toned lady. And if you compare them to the blue, you might be able to see the warmth difference there, even for this cooler toned lady in comparison to just blue. And then this lady is very dark for an agouti. I'm guessing that she might be heterozygous X-Black. We'll see for sure. Someday, maybe. And then for the boys, I just wanted to say, temperaments are starting to come through since they're able to move, and I've noticed already, this boy's really chill, this boy's really sweet. This boy, the Black Self boy, he might have a little bit of that startle response that I'm breeding away from. But he's a gorgeous black, so we'll have to see. I should say one other fun thing about this age, this is when I start to consider